Hi, Dr. Jo Messenger here. Thanks for tuning in. Let's have a bit of a chat today about ascension into the higher dimensional levels, such as from 3D to 4D and from 4D to 5D, and the keys you need to embody to make the permanent transition. As we've already discussed, all of us have our own energy identifiers so that our every thought, word, action and belief are tracked and recorded in the Akashic records. Your every behaviour history on the planet is recorded like the history on your computer. And in your life review when you pass over at the end of your life, you need to account for all of it. Each energy dimension, not the limited X, Y and Z axes of the third dimension that we were all taught in maths, but the bigger picture energy dimensions have a wavelength range that you need to maintain in order to be able to stay in that dimension. If your energy drops, then so do you. The higher the dimension, the higher the wavelength, and the shorter the wavelength. So rather than lower height and longer, that's the lower dimensions. The higher dimensions are higher wavelength and shorter wavelength, and also faster. So if you have ever seen a UFO, you'll have seen how it goes faster and faster and faster across the sky, then makes a 90-degree turn and disappears into another dimension. So our dimensional levels, music and the chakras are all separated by 90 degrees as well. Hence, in order to enter the fourth and any of the next higher dimensions, we have to make a 90-degree turn and shorten and speed up our wavelengths. So the dimensional levels, as I've said, separated by 90 degrees, you have to turn a corner in your life. So you have to turn a corner once and for all, so to speak. And this means you can't move from the third dimension into the fourth without making some sort of a pivot in your thinking and your life. You have to turn a corner. So can you see how the pandemic and all the lockdowns and all of the consequent pivots people had to make have worked to their benefit in hindsight? You know, having to think about others instead of just themselves or their immediate family helped people to get from the third dimension to fourth dimensional frequencies within themselves. And here's the thing, we're not done yet. We still need to pivot again to get from the fourth dimension to the fifth dimension of energy frequency. So how do we do that? You know, and here it is, uniting all of the parts of yourself, all of the unresolved parts of yourself, and connecting to everyone in unity consciousness, in compassion and understanding, rather than thinking you're separate or having an us and them mentality, is what gets us from the third dimension from the fourth dimension to the fifth dimension. You need to embody this all of the time, not just when you're in other people's company or when you know someone can see you, when you know you're being watched. You have to heal and integrate all the wounded parts of yourself and understand that the people who wounded you are a part of you. We're all connected. Just like all of your organs are a part of you and are all connected. You know, fighting or blaming others is the same as fighting or blaming yourself and is the foundation of autoimmune disease. You know, uniting all the unresolved parts of yourself and connecting to everyone in unity consciousness shortens and speeds up your wavelength. And this requires your 90-degree turn from your current or previous thinking and allows you to enter that next higher dimension of energetic frequency and being. It allows you to ascend. So turning the corner allows you to ascend. You can't ascend, you can't shorten and speed up your wavelength, which is required to ascend, without unity consciousness. You can't blame others and ascend. You can't think you're a victim and ascend. You have to embody unity consciousness and fully comprehend that we're all one, that we are all part of the same body. You, me, and everyone else. So just like your liver and your lungs have totally different functions but are a part of your body, you and everyone on the planet are connected and have different functions and are a part of one big body. Just like your liver and lungs have to cooperate for you to stay healthy, you and everyone you know has to cooperate for us and the planet to stay healthy, or to even restore health in the first place. Do you follow me? The liver and lungs have their own specific jobs to do, and it would be a mistake to copy the other. It would be a mistake for the liver to try and do the lungs job, or the lungs job to try and do the liver's job. You know, that's called cancer, when cells go rogue and try and do other jobs. Likewise, you and everyone you know has their specific job to do, your sole purpose. It's the reason you were born. It's essential that you do it. It's what you're here for. If your liver and your lungs gave up, your whole body would pay the price. And if you give up, the whole of humanity pays the price on some level. So even if you're tired, even if you've been subject to pollution, to toxins, or feel that you've had to do more than your share, if what I've been talking about speaks to you on some level, then I'm simply reminding you to get up one more time. Detox yourself, detox your body, detox your emotions, detox your thoughts and behaviors, and get clear on your job and do it in your own unique way. You know, many people have been trying to apply other people's methods and their 4-step formulas and their 5-step formulas and the like to achieve this and that in their life, and getting frustrated and overwhelmed when it doesn't work. If you're on the ascension path, and if you're listening to me, I'm pretty sure that's you. If you're on your ascension path, it is doing you a favor by other people's formulas not working for you, because you have to do your job in your way, in unity consciousness alongside others doing their job in their way. And this is how we all get to restore our health, our fulfillment, fulfill our life purpose, and ascend. Until we meet again, remember, laugh lots and you get more of what you think about.